Smoking on his eye, swear it really got me fried. I've been through a lot, I swear it helps me clear my mind. We put some work on the streets, we in overdrive. Saving 30% just to pay the fines. Only hit my phone if you need a 3-5. We making business moves, everyone is justified. My old lady dialed me up like when you coming home. I'm a man in these streets, the streets is my home. We doing 2-for-1s, work until we see the sun.
Hey guys, Dan from UPSPEC Performance here. Race season 2026 has begun. We have started to work on the VB again for World Time Attack 2026 this year and Subinats 2026. There's a few things that we've upgraded this year and we've fixed from last year. One of the things we fixed were the ETS headers. Last year on the track, the ETS headers actually started to come apart at the slip joints and it was leaking boost. Obviously, we were down on a little bit of power. And at the track, we couldn't work out why. When we got it back to the shop, we realized and unwrapped the header. We actually realized that the slip joints were actually leaking. So that kind of explains our why we giving the car more power didn't give us any more terminal speed, like more speed down the straight or anything like that. So yeah, that's fixed, and we went one step further and actually got it wrapped in a nice thermal coating. Well, no, it's thermal wrap. I think they call it real thermo. We've got that done as well to the headers and to the turbine housing. So that should help the VB stay a little bit cooler on the track, especially with the splitter. Another thing that we've added to the VB this year was a set of Kelford camshafts as well. We put in the Kelford, the 264 camshafts, which we believe that it will give us a little bit more top end power as well, which the VB needs, because at the moment it only revs out to about 6.5, and after that power kind of drops. So yeah, that was installed complements of the shell performance, and just to kind of just to improve things a little bit further, and because the motor is out, when the motor goes back in, we're putting a set of Tor Solutions engine mounts in and the gearbox mount. That should give us a bit better feedback from through the chassis and make it feel more like a race car. Yeah, another thing that we had a few issues with at Subinats 2025 was the clutch slipping. So this year, to rule out any kind of slipping, any kind of clutch problems, we have acquired a DCS, Direct Clutch Services billet twin plate clutch, and that will allow us to go flat out on the track without any slipping issues at all. Can cost us seconds. And another major upgrade that we've done to the car this year was we switched out our Öhlins coilovers, Öhlins road and track coilovers, to a set of Race Comp Engineering two-way coilovers. They are they are more of a dedicated motorsport coilover, and obviously with two-way adjustability and motorsport spring rates. So we did find that the Öhlins, they're great coilovers, really good on the street, but on a track, it left us, wanting that a little bit more. And we believe that the Race Comp Engineering coilovers, the two-way coilovers, are exactly what we need. When we actually put them in last year, but we haven't had a chance to track test them yet. But road testing / track road testing has shown positive results. They are really good coilovers, and it's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so new race season, new set of rims. No, I'm only joking. Last year we ran the T37s in 18x10 plus 39 spec. We did find that, on the really hard corners, we still got a little bit of rub. The rear was a touch higher than what we would have liked. So we want to lower the rear of the car just a touch. So the only way we're going to be able to do that really without cutting off half the material on the rear fenders is 9.5 inch rim. This year we're going to run 18 by 9.5 plus 38 rims with 265/35 18 80/09 tires. And we change it up a little bit. We're still running rays, but this year we're running hyper red or metallic red rays. So yeah, it should, give us a nice little bit of a standout on the track when it's going around the track. And yeah, I think it looks beautiful.
3-5, we're making business moves, everyone is justified. My old lady dialed me up like when you coming home. I'm a man in these streets, the streets is my home. We doing 2-for-1s, work until we see the sun. They love the presence of my voice like I'm Big Pun. I switch the Prezi out for the day just. Sometimes I gotta ask God why they hate us. I see the fake smiles on these boys like veneers. I've been counting up, cause it's my golden year. Popping ace of spades to wash away the tears. I ain't seen an L in the last 5 years. Let's take a victory lap, let's take a set to relax. I fell in love with the streets is loving me back. I put my all in this game, and it's paying me back. I need a round of applause, I need a victory lap. Let's take a victory lap, let's take a set to relax. I fell in love with the streets is loving me back. I put my all in this game, and it's paying me back. I need a round of applause, I need a victory lap. Just hit my phone when we talking about the facts. The fact check just cleared.
So with the VB cams, here's something that they don't tell you. It's not in any instructions anywhere. You would only know once you actually put the cams in. Now on a CVT model, the cylinder head on the driver's side in Australia, which is the right-hand cylinder head, has a block-off plate at the back of the cylinder head, and it uses an electric-assisted vacuum pump built into the actual brake master cylinder. Now, with the manuals, it comes with a camshaft-driven vacuum pump for the brake system. You can't reinstall this into the cylinder head when you change the cams on the VB WRX. The factory cams have the cutout, and the Kelford cams actually have these cutouts here, but it hasn't been machined internally. It's actually blocked off completely. So you can't refit this vacuum pump for the brakes on a manual. Yeah. So what you have to do is you have to get the CVT block-off plate to block off the back of the cylinder head, and you have to actually get an external independent vacuum pump. So what we're doing is we got the vacuum pump of the VA WRXs, the FA20 WRXs, and we're going to use this vacuum pump to give vacuum to the brake cylinder. Okay, that's what you got to do. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So we've done as much weight saving as we can on the VB WRX. It still has a sunroof, obviously. We're not going to remove that. But we've removed everything else that we can. All the speakers, subwoofer, all the seat belts, everything that is not needed for the operation of the car on the track has been removed out of the vehicle. Like I said before, it's probably about 60 kilograms of weight that we've dropped on the VB. We're hoping that it's still within the allowable weight savings of tuner class. If not, worst case scenario, we just have to put like a bag of sand or something in the back just to bring the weight back up. Yeah. So another thing that we have to do to the VB WRX this year before we start competing is the windscreen. We got to change this windscreen. Last year, a rock got flicked up from another car, Scott's car. Thanks, Scott. You know who you are. So yeah, unfortunately it's cracked the windscreen. So we got to replace it. Call me, Scott. Call me. Okay, another thing that we're doing this year as well, we are switching from a CSF 42mm radiator core to a Koyo Rad 36mm core. Reason being is that the CSF is a little bit thick. The clearance isn't very good for the intercooler piping, and also with this intercooler coupled with the Process West Stage 1 front mount intercooler, we weren't able to reinstall this radiator with the factory rubbers at the bottom. So yeah, so going to the 36mm gives us a bit more clearance, gives us a bit more room in that area. And also I think an important part is that, with the 75mm front mount plus the AC condenser and the 36mm core stacked together, there's less the resistance for the air to go through than running the 42 mil CSF. And also it gives a bit more clearance between the turbo area to the bottom of the radiator. So yeah, the coil radiator is what we're gonna run this year, and I think it will be, and it gives us a bit more improvement on the coolant temps as well. But we'll see, time will tell.
Yeah, smoking on his eye, swear it really got me fried. I've been through a lot, I swear it helps me clear my mind. We put some work on the streets, we in overdrive. Saving 30% just to pay the fines. Only hit my phone if you need a 3-5. We making business moves, everyone is justified. My old lady dialed me up like, when you coming home? I'm a man in these streets, the streets is my home. We doing 2-for-1s, work until we see the sun. They love the presence of my voice like I'm Big Pun. I switched the Prezi out for the day just. Sometimes I gotta ask God why they hate us. I see the fake smiles on these boys like veneers. I've been counting up, cause it's my golden year. Popping ace of spades to wash away the tears. I ain't seen an L in the last 5 years. Let's take a victory lap, let's take a set to relax. I fell in love with the streets is loving me back. I put my all in this game, and it's paying me back. I need a round of applause, I need a victory lap. Let's take a victory lap, let's take a set to relax. I fell in love with the streets is loving me back. I put my all in this game, and it's paying me back.
Across. Yeah, I think it's because a lot of left turns. That's why that side's
more loaded.
Yeah, but it's fine because
How's the front? He reckons
yeah.
Check the fronts, man.
Unless someone overflow.
From?
I think overflow's full.
Is it?
Window?
Yeah. That's all right. Well, wait. Did it go out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, reverse in. Sydney Motorsport Park. We're here doing our first shakedown test for 2026. We've been out for one session. Car performed really well. The suspension, the new suspension in it's just performing really well. We have loads of grip, loads of corner speed. Yeah, but you know, first session, you know, bit of coolant sprayed into the engine bay. So yeah, we just made some more adjustments to that side of things, and yeah, we're going out for the second session now and see how we go. But yeah, so far it's really good. Also, before we came tonight, we put the car in the dyno. First time we've put the car in the dyno since the cams went in, and straight off the bat on our old 300 kilowatt map, the car was already making 330. So that's just from cams alone. There was a 10% increase in power. So yeah, cams are really good. So changes for this year, we're running blanked out fog lights, you know, for a bit more aero. And you know, we're running race comp engineering two-way coilovers with, you know, proper motorsport spring rates, and that's probably what enabled the car tonight to perform really well. Corner speed is just really good, and the car's been corner weighted by Trusterline, and yeah, it's just it's really good. Like the grip in the corners is just worlds above what it was last year. So yeah, and we also changed it to APR mirrors, just, you know, because race car stuff. Another upgrade that we did to the car this year, we changed our DCCD controller to the new iWire iDCCD controller, and it's actually a CAN bus integrated system. And yeah, it's working really well. I'm just changing it now to track mode. Once I figure out how to do it. Track, continue. Setup completed. To 94. The hot chip investigator. Okay, so session 2 wasn't that great. I think his phone fell off and it, you know, went under the pedal, so, you know, he had to come back in. Hot chip investigator. Had to be a Valet 13. We are adjusting wing angle just to see, you know, the difference it's going to make. If it gives us a bit more top end when we reduce the wing angle, or you know, if we lose too much grip. Just trying to find the right balance for the car, or improve it, I should say. Got it? Okay. Bring it up to 4. Hang on, Carlos. 3 degrees wing angle. Yeah, so we dropped the wing angle from around 6.5 to about 3.5 degrees. Just want to see, what effect it does on, rear end grip on the corners, and also if it gives us any straight line speed. So yeah, trial and error. Okay, so reducing wing angle to 3 degrees. Andreas feels that feels that the car rotates better with less wing angle. So I'm glad there was it's a positive. It's a positive sign. So I'm taking the next step now. We are going to put a gurney flap on our APR wing. So hopefully, we still get the same good rotation, but a little bit more downforce without the drag. This is child-proof.
Opening.
Oh!
Opening.
Don't break it before we even put it on, Carlos.
Don't scratch it.
Don't scratch it. Let's see how this fits on. Oh yeah. Perfect fitment. That's the secret air channel. The secret air channel that will make it faster. That side doesn't need it. That side doesn't need the air channel. I think my offset gurney flap is working. So that was the final session of the night. We are running in the 142s, which is pretty much what our best lap from World Time Attack last year. So I've turned the boost down obviously because we're pushing a bit of coolant, so I had to turn down the boost. So to still run 42s, I think the car will be good once we're able to push the power that we're intending to push out of it. But I guess in the meantime we have to sort out this the coolant issue. Once that's sorted, we will be back for more testing.